Hi, everybody. Welcome to this reading. This has been a reading that I've been wanting to do for this entire week. And I'm so excited about diving in because I think it's going to be something you're really going to need to hear as you're getting started with your spiritual journey here in the beginning of 2026. Let's get started. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Carrie. I'm a psychic medium and a spiritual mentor. I'm so excited you're here. So my readings tend to have a lot of depth, have a lot of connections to healing your spiritual path, and I'm really excited to dive into this. One thing I've been noticing in my own collective with my students, my clients, and also with my collective here on the channel is that people are still having an energy which feels like I should feel better. It's 2026. We're in the year one. We've started over. Why am I still feeling exhausted, tired, and as though I'm carrying something into this new year? And this is what this reading is going to focus on. So I'm doing something a little different today. So some of my regulars will say, "What are you doing?" But I'm actually going to be shifting my camera down for you to be able to see the cards up close. And let me know in the comments how you like this. Let's get started. So as we're moving into 2026, big thing that I've been noticing the energy and then what's been coming through in some of the readings I've been doing is that people are still shedding what they were working on in 2025. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I'm noticing from an energetic perspective and in the healing work that I'm doing and why this is occurring for us. So we're going to talk about that a little as I'm starting to just work with the cards and asking my guides and guardians what we need to hear, what we need to know for this particular reading. So what it feels like is that as we've been going on our path, especially last year, so many of you had moments of endings, new things that were starting to begin, or directions, pathways, channels that were opening up to new experiences, things that you'd been really wanting and working on for a very long time. And the idea coming into 2026 was like, okay, we're going to jumpstart this energy. We're going to begin again. It's all going to happen. The problem is, or that I think more the challenge for us as humans and living a life where we're connected to our spiritual path is that we actually feel we still need to be able to work through the patterns, the emotions, and the things on an energetic level that will help us step into that energy, which is much more aligned with our spiritual path. So we're still shedding. Now, I don't see this energy being as difficult because many of you have dislodged it from your energy body and your energetic body itself. So it's a matter of like allowing it to slough off like a snake shedding its skin. That's really what I'm getting. And so if you've been feeling like, wow, I've been doing so much hard work, why aren't things feeling lighter or better? Why am I so tired? It is temporary. That's really what my guides have been saying. So let's look at what the cards are saying. So the Chariot card is coming out. We'll look at all of these together. The 10 of Swords, that is not a surprise. And then also the 5 of Swords, also not a surprise. And then we also have this new moon, okay, which we want to look at again, the moon cycles in general, things beginning, ending, and then restarting. So the first thing we need to know, especially if I'm looking at these coupled together, when you see the Chariot card, which is a card of moving through, even if you feel there's a duality towards something in the future, it means motion. It could be moving, but also the literal form of moving is moving away from patterns that were toxic, heavy, and weighing you down. But then also 10 of Swords, you're at the end of this mental exhaustion, the things that were so difficult for you, but also the challenges you have, you're at the very tail end. So please be assured, is what I'm hearing from the guides, that this is just momentary. Time is collapsing to move in your favor. Please understand that. Now I'm going to get a little more clarity here because I'm seeing that 5 of Swords and the new moon, and I want to understand that. And so I'm going to bring in the Rider-Waite, sort of let us know, what is this relating to? The Chariot again, so we have the Chariot twice. That's definitely confirmation for many of you that this is moving on. And then the Ace of Cups, things are coming into healing, things are transforming, they're starting again. And also you have the amazing healing balm that you get when you're connected to the Ace of Cups, which is literally the never-ending flow of healing. Now, I don't know if you knew this, but the Chariot card is actually, a lot of people think it's related to just fire, but it's actually also the card of Cancer. And you can, the sign of Cancer, you can also see all the symbols of the moon in there. So this is very much something connected to your emotional well-being, right? And you being very connected to your intuition and your psychic abilities through your emotional body. But you need to go through that cleansing, right? In order to jumpstart and move forward into rebirthing 2026 into your energy field. Now, some of you are getting a little caught up in day-to-day things that are going on around you. Now, we have a lot of challenges in our world. We know this, especially if you are living in certain countries where it's very apparent that we are highly challenged and there's difficulty. We want to acknowledge that. So it might seem that this is going to continue and it's going to never end. Okay, this is a difficult energy. This is really telling you to understand, back up from a distance, really look, be aware of what's going on. Know things are difficult and challenging, and there's a lot to take in when it comes to that. But also, the number 5 is a point in numerology when you're halfway there and you're about to climb over the hump. So just be aware that things are changing, right? We're moving into Aquarius season, and Aquarius season is already going to open up and not be as physical, not be as difficult. That some of the challenges that can come during Capricorn season. This is just something that is known. And I'm sure that we could probably verify that with those that work with astrology and tell us these kind of key points. I'm going to bring in the Oracle here and see what else we need to know right now. The Poet, vulnerability, and relationships is coming out. Then we're getting the Witch. Yes, experimentation, rebellion. Well, we all know what that is. And then I also have Hecate here watching over and here in my heart, connecting to us. So I want to really let you know this is really a time. The Poet also feels like get some of this energy out through writing, through communicating, even dancing, movement, expression is going to help you a lot. But also I love this, right? We're getting experimentation and rebellion, and understand that as you're doing, because we also have the alert of the moon cycles. I also want to say I do feel Hecate here because we have the Witch coming out. We have the new moon, which is her time. So if you're starting to feel a pull, possibly to work with her, or else just in general to work with your own guides, ancestors, maybe other deities, that would be a bit of confirmation to help you through this liminal space, through this transition, through the difficult period you're getting, okay, you're going through. We're also getting the Puppeteer, which is explanations, apologies. I always see this card often as being something that has been feeling like it's controlling you or manipulating you, but in general, you understand you are in control of that. No one is doing that to you. That's what seems to be very important for us to know. I'm going to move these over to the side just so we can keep flowing through this, because I want to get a clear understanding now. What can we expect over the next month? I think that's something important that we need to clarify as we're moving through this reading. What do we need to keep in mind? Are we missing anything? Are there any steps we should be taking that are going to keep us clear? I'm going to move to this deck, which is the Ink Witch deck, and just see what that brings forward. That felt really important to do today too, this deck. Change, I'm hearing. So we have the Empress coming out. Then we also have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh yeah, things are moving. We're also moving into the Witch, which is essentially the High Priestess. So this is definitely Hecate's energy because, oh my goodness, we just pulled 4 major arcana. Okay, confirmation. Second time we've pulled a Witch in a card. So this is definitely confirmation. Okay, I also don't always show her because I cherish her, and but that felt important today. So I'm going to say she must have messages for all of you. I'm going to say double. I'm going to put that down twice. So double Hecate here. I'm hearing that song by Sheryl Crow. Sheryl Crow specifically, a change will do you good. So there is this transformation going on. Be aware of that. Very, very strong energy going in that direction. So we have a lot of energy here. We have the Empress coming out. We know this is, I want to say, mother. This is that earthy maternal energy, whether we have children or not. This also has to do with rooting yourself into your physical reality. This has to do with knowing that that is what makes change happen, right? Then we have the Justice card, which is Libra. This could be relationships. This could be contracts. This could be things from your past. So this could also be karmic contracts, right? So doing that good work within your own energy field. I also have a brand new meditation. I'll pin it here, which is on clearing out some cords from your energy field. And it's not just I take Archangel Michael's sword and I cut him out. It's a deeper meditation, so be sure to check it out. But then we also got change card. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. So things are really shifting. You may not see it. It's happening deeply within you. It's in the background, but yet it's completely enmeshed in you. So you are moving in the direction that you need to move in. I'm really feeling like no more than 2 weeks. I'm getting that. So like 14 days. And again, these are timeless readings always. So it will be an alignment from you whenever you watch this 14 days from now. It does not matter what the timeline is. Okay, we're going to pull finally to sum up this reading. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoy this. If you are new to my channel, I'm thrilled you're here. I love my subscribers. My YouTube channel means the world to me. I'm so appreciative of all of you that watch my readings and listen to my meditations and come to my live streams on Friday. I feel such a deep connection with you and so happy you're here. So make sure you comment, share, like, and come back and see me. One more shuffle for this final card for us. What do we need to know as we're moving through this final bit of energy here? As we're about to start. We're so excited about Aquarius. Let's see what we got. Okay, Chamber of Innocence. Okay, yep. Okay, Hecate could not be more in this reading than she is right now. We're pulling the in-between. This is her liminal spaces, transitions, in between here and there. Remember, this is a tough time. We just went through a really rough time in our energy field, right? But we are aligning here. You'll notice these are all, like you could look at those as chakras. Clarity coming through here, moving into another position, right? So that is your confirmation. But also know if you do need to do extra healing work in order to help slough off some of this energy, that's going to take you back to a really good place. Chamber of Innocence. You can reset your vibration simply by doing deeper healing work. And also if you need to cut cords, contracts, things like that, you can definitely check out my meditation. Thank you again so much for being here. I can't wait to see you. Until next time, take care.